Let me ask you something. Have you ever dreamed of walking through cobbled streets, past ancient ruins and sun-drenched villas, or sipping espresso at a quiet cafe while church bells echo in the distance? Then you're already halfway. To Italy, but before you pack your bags and hop on a plane, there's something you need. A guide that doesn't just tell you where to go, but shows you how to feel while you're there. This isn't just another travel video, this is your emotional passport, because Italy isn't just a country, it's a feeling. It's a place where history lives in the walls, where art isn't in museums, it's on every corner. Where meals are slow, the laughter is loud, and every sunset feels like a painting. So whether you're planning your first trip, or just dreaming from your couch, this guide is made for you. Over the next hour, we'll take you on a journey from the streets of Rome to the vineyards of Tuscany, from secret islands to honest food, from practical tips to emotional moments. We'll talk about when to go, what to eat, where to stay, how to avoid scams, what locals love, and those little things no one tells you, like why Italians never drink cappuccino after 11 a.m. So sit back, put your headphones in, let your mind travel before your feet do, because once Italy calls you, you never really come back the same. Why do so many people dream of going to Italy? It's not just about the food or the history or the art. It's something deeper. There's something about Italy that pulls at the soul. Can't quite explain it, but you feel it. It might. Start with a movie, a scene where someone rides a Vespa through a sunlit alley in Rome, hair blowing in the breeze. Or maybe it's the idea of standing in front of the Colosseum, where gladiators once battled under a roaring crowd. Or tasting pasta made by someone's grandmother, fresh, simple, perfect, in a little village no one's ever heard of. Italy represents a kind of life that's both rich and slow, where people still pause to say buongiorno to neighbors, where lunch is a ritual, not a rush, where beauty is baked into the streets, the buildings. Even the way people dress, it's the home of Michelangelo and Ferrari, of Leonardo da Vinci and espresso, of opera and olive oil, of love stories, fashion, football, and a certain kind of fire in the heart. Americans especially feel the magic of Italy. Maybe because it's so different from the fast-paced, overscheduled life many of us live. In Italy, time stretches. You sit longer, walk slower, look more closely. And that change in rhythm, it's not just relaxing, it's healing. You start to see the little things again, the way sunlight filters through old shutters, the laughter of two old men playing cards in a park, the sound of church bells mixing with the buzz of a busy street. Italy reminds you of how life could be if we let it be. There's a word Italians use, la dolce vita, the sweet life. But it's not just about pleasure, it's about balance. Savoring every bite, every view, every moment. It's living in the now fully. And maybe that's why people fall in love with Italy. It's not just the country, but who they become when they're there. Because in Italy, you don't just visit places, you feel them. You become a part of something older, deeper, more beautiful than you expected. You start as a tourist, but you leave with stories, memories, maybe even a little bit of Italian in your soul. So when people say, Italy changed me, they're not being dramatic, they're being honest, because the dream of Italy is really a dream of living better, more passionately, more presently, more humanly. And if that dream is in your heart, you're in the right place, because the rest of this guide is going to show you exactly how to make that dream real. So, you've got Italy on your mind? Now comes the big question. When should you go? Here's the honest answer. There's no bad time to visit Italy, but there is a perfect time for you, depending on what you want to feel, see, and experience. Let's walk through the seasons together, and by the end, you'll know exactly when Italy is calling your name. Spring in Italy, March to May, a spring. Italy starts to wake up after the quiet winter months. The air is soft, the flowers bloom in every corner, and the crowds, still manageable. Rome feels fresh. Venice isn't too crowded yet. Tuscany turns green like a painting olive groves. Vineyards, wild poppies. It's magic. Spring is the season of rebirth, and you'll feel it. You'll breathe in the scent of lemon blossoms on the Amalfi Coast. You'll stroll through Florence without sweating through your shirt. and you'll taste the joy of spring produce in every bite. Artichokes, fava beans, strawberries. Bonus tip: Easter in Italy is a huge deal. Think festivals, parades, fireworks, especially in cities like Florence and Rome. Best for first-timers, photographers, romantic travelers, and anyone who loves pleasant weather and fewer crowds. Summer in Italy, June to August. Let's talk summer. Italy's most popular and busiest season, also. The hottest, if you love the energy of crowds, long days, and warm nights. Summer is your vibe. Picture this. You're sitting at a coastal cafe in Matera, watching the sun melt into the sea. Or you're dancing in a small-town festival where locals play live music under fairy lights. Or maybe you're on a gondola ride in Venice at golden hour. Summer in Italy feels alive. But here's the real talk. It's also when tourist spots get crowded, lines get long, and prices go up. Still, there's something magical about summer gelato, about jumping into the Mediterranean, about the pure, unapologetic joy Italians bring to summer life. Pro tip: if you go in August, remember, this Italians take their vacation then. Many local businesses in smaller towns close for a few weeks. But beach towns and big cities still buzz. Best for sun lovers, students, families, and those who don't mind the heat or hustle. Autumn in Italy, September to November now. Let's talk about a true sweet spot autumn. The summer crowds leave, the weather softens, and everything feels. Golden vineyards in Tuscany begin to turn amber and red. Harvest festivals pop up in tiny villages you won't find in guidebooks. And the food? Oh, it's next level. Truffle season, chestnuts, fresh wine. Pumpkin ravioli. September is still warm enough to enjoy the coast. October is crisp and perfect for walking cities like Bologna, Milan, or Siena. November, quiet, moody. Beautiful in its own right, autumn in Italy feels wise. Like the country is slowing down to reflect. You'll find deeper moments, fewer crowds, and a cozy kind of magic. Best for foodies, couples, second-time travelers, and those who love warm tones and peaceful days. Winter in Italy, December to February now. Don't sleep on winter, especially if you're not chasing beach. Whether it's Italy in winter is underrated. Again, for travelers who like charm without chaos, it's a hidden gem. Big cities like Rome, Florence, and Milan become quieter. Museums are less crowded. You can walk into restaurants without reservations. And let's not forget, Christmas in Italy is pure wonder. From December markets in Trentino to nativity scenes in Naples, to New Year's Eve fireworks in Venice, Italy in winter feels like a holiday movie, but real. And if you love snow, head to the Dolomites, Italy's stunning mountain range. But you'll get world-class skiing, warm alpine lodges, and cozy dinners by the fire. Best for budget travelers, Christmas lovers, art fans, and anyone who enjoys quiet streets and moody beauty. So, when should you go? Let's wrap it up with this. Go in spring if you want charm, color, and perfect walking weather. Go in summer if you love sunshine, festivals, and buzzing energy. Go in autumn if you're after food, wine, and golden peace. Go in winter if you want cozy vibes, fewer tourists, and a unique, soulful trip. There's no wrong answer. It's only your answer. Italy will welcome you anytime, but how you want to feel. That's the real guide. Choose your season, and let your heart follow. All right, it's time to start painting your travel map. Italy isn't just one destination. It's a collection of vibrant cities, each with its own heartbeat. Let's walk through the top places you can't miss, and what makes each one unforgettable. Rome, the eternal city. Let's start where history began. Rome. Every step you take in this city feels like walking through time. You're standing where emperors ruled, where gladiators fought, where art, politics, and passion exploded into history. You'll see the Colosseum towering, cracked, but still proud. The Pantheon minus 2,000 years old and still standing. The Trevi Fountain where wishes come true if you toss a coin with your right hand over your left shoulder. But Rome isn't just ruins and relics. It's espresso at a corner cafe. It's loud conversations with hand gestures. It's scooters. Zipping through narrow alleys and lazy afternoons in Trastevere, a neighborhood that feels like a movie. And don't forget Vatican City, technically a separate country, home to St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo's ceiling will leave you speechless, not because it's famous, but because it's perfect. Venice, the city of canals. Next up, Venice, a city that shouldn't exist but somehow does. No cars, no roads, just water you. Glide through canals on gondolas. You cross stone bridges that were built centuries ago. You wander through alleys that twist and turn like a dream. Venice feels like a floating poem. There's the Grand Canal lined with palaces, St. Mark's Square where pigeons and tourists dance under domes, and Rialto Bridge, perfect for people watching. But here's a secret. Venice is best when you get lost. Put away the map. Walk aimlessly. That's when you'll find the soul of the city. And if you want something different, take a boat to the colorful islands of Murano and Burano, where glassmakers and fishermen still work like they did generations ago. Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance of Rome, is history and Venice is fantasy. Florence is pure art. It's the city where the Renaissance was born, where Da Vinci, Botticelli, Michelangelo didn't just live, they created. Walk through the Uffizi Gallery, and you'll stand in front of works that shaped the world. See David carved from marble, standing tall in his quiet strength. But Florence is more than museums. It's the smell of leather in local markets. It's a view from Piazzale Michelangelo, where the whole city glows under the sunset. The Duomo with its massive dome, a symbol of human creativity and courage. And the food. You haven't lived until you've tried a bistecca alla Fiorentina, Florence's legendary steak, Milan, the modern. Pulse people often skip Milan. Big mistake. Yes, it's the fashion capital. Yes, it's sleek, fast, and full of business people. But it also holds surprises. The Duomo di Milano is one of the most stunning cathedrals in Europe. You can walk on the roof, yes, on the roof, and see the city stretch out before you. There's The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci in a quiet convent, tucked away behind modern buildings. And then there's the fashion, the design, the aperitivo culture. Sipping a cocktail with small bites before dinner. Milan is Italy's future. Dressed in style, but deeply rooted in elegance. Naples' chaos and character. Now we head south, to Naples. Raw, real, and totally alive. Naples isn't polished. It's not always pretty, but it's one of the most authentic places you'll ever feel. It's loud streets, it's graffiti. It's scooters zooming through chaos. But it's also pizza, because this is where pizza was born. Nothing will ever taste like that first Neapolitan slice, eaten on a bench. With tomato sauce dripping down your hand, Naples is also the gateway to some of Italy's best side trips. Pompeii, frozen. In time by volcanic ash, Mount Vesuvius, still watching over the city, and the breathtaking Amalfi Coast, just a short ride away. Cinque Terre, 5 villages. One hard imagine 5 tiny villages carved into cliffs above the sea. That's Cinque Terre. Each village is different, but all are connected by hiking. Trails, train lines, and a sense of timeless charm. You'll walk between Rio Maggiore and Matera, catching sea views and lemon trees. You'll swim in crystal water, eat pesto pasta that tastes like it was made in heaven. No big hotels, no traffic. It's just nature, color, and coastal peace. It's not just beautiful, it's healing. Other gems you shouldn't. Miss Verona, Shakespeare's city of Romeo and Juliet. Beautiful, walkable, and romantic. Bologna, a foodie paradise, known for pasta, university life, and portico-covered streets. Turin, elegant and northern, great chocolate, cafes, and alpine views. Siena, a medieval town in Tuscany with brick buildings and an ancient horse race called the Palio. How to choose where to go. If it's your first time, stick to the classics. Rome, Florence, Venice, the Holy Trinity. If you want something local and raw, go south. Naples, Sicily, Puglia. If you want peace and nature, try Cinque Terre, Lake Como, or the Dolomites. If you're a foodie, honestly, anywhere in Italy, don't try to see it all. Italy isn't a checklist. It's a feeling. Choose a few places. Stay longer. Go slower. Let the cities speak to you. Because in Italy, the more time you give, the more it gives back. Italy isn't just about the big cities. Sure, Rome and Venice are unforgettable, but sometimes it's the places you've never heard of that end up living in your heart the longest. Let's wander off the beaten path, back to the corners of Italy that most tourists skip, but you shouldn't. Matera, the city of stone hidden in southern Italy. Matera feels like something out of a dream. Carved into the cliffs are ancient cave homes known as the Sassi. People have lived here for over 9,000 years. Yes, 9,000. You walk through narrow alleys where stone staircases twist like a maze. At night, the caves glow under warm lights like a giant nativity scene. It's haunting, beautiful, and completely different from anything else in Italy. Once forgotten, now reborn, Matera is a living piece of history you can touch, walk, and even sleep inside. Civita di Bagnoregio, the dying city this one. Feels like a fairy tale. Civita is perched on a crumbling hilltop in central Italy, connected by a single footbridge. No cars, no noise. Just stone homes, flowers, and silence. It's called the dying city because the land is slowly eroding, but don't let the name fool you. This place is full of life. Grab a gelato, sit in the tiny square, and listen to the wind echo through medieval walls. It's like stepping into the past, untouched and unforgettable. Puglia, the heel of the boot way down in southern Italy. Is Puglia the sunniest, most underrated region in the country? You'll find whitewashed towns, its olive groves, and turquoise beaches that rival Greece. Visit Alberobello, with its quirky, cone-shaped homes called Trulli. Wander Polignano, a mare, a cliffside town where kids dive into the sea like birds. Explore Lecce, often called the Florence of the South, full of Baroque beauty, but without the tourists. And the food? Unreal. Rustic. Authentic. This is Italy stripped down to its roots, raw, real, and sun-soaked. Val d'Orcia, Tuscany's secret valley. I've seen the pictures. Rolling hills, golden fields, lone cypress trees on winding roads. That's Val d'Orcia, a protected valley in Tuscany that looks like it was painted by nature itself. Stay in a farmhouse, wake up to birds and sunlight, drive to Montalcino for wine, or soak in Bagno Vignon, a natural hot spring town where even the main square is a steaming pool. This place is what you imagine when you close your eyes and dream of Italy. But the best part, most tourists never make it here. Sardinia, the wild island. Not many Americans visit Sardinia, but they should. It's an island that feels like its own world, rugged, mysterious, and free. You'll find crystal beaches, dim caves, and ancient stone ruins called nuraghi, built before Rome even existed. Drive through its wild countryside, eat porcidu, slow-roasted suckling pig. Drink Cannonau wine, which locals say is one reason they live so long. Sardinia isn't flashy. It's primal and deeply peaceful. Perugia, the hidden heart of Umbria, tucked between Tuscany and Rome, is Umbria, and at its center is Perugia, a hilltop town filled with students. Chocolate and old stone streets. It's lively in summer. It's cozy in fall, and it feels real, like a place where people actually live. Perugia is perfect if you want the charm of Florence without the chaos. Plus, every October it hosts Europevacation, a festival that smells like sweet heaven. Why these places matter? Here's the truth. Anyone can visit Rome. Anyone can take a selfie in Venice. But when you step into a town like Matera, or sit in a quiet piazza in Perugia, or watch the sunset behind the hills of Val d'Orcia, that's when Italy becomes yours. These hidden gems give you something the big cities can't: stillness, surprise, and soul. You find yourself slower, more curious, more present. You connect with locals. You taste flavors that never made it to tourist menus. You hear stories that never made it into guidebooks. And when you leave, you carry a piece of that place with you. So don't just follow the crowds. Follow the feeling. Let yourself get lost. how the best memories are found. Let's get real for a second. Visiting a place is one thing, but understanding it. That's what makes your trip unforgettable. Italy is more than pretty buildings and delicious pasta. It's a way of life, a rhythm, a mindset, a feeling. And if you want to experience it the right way, you've got to know a few things about how Italians live, think, and interact. Here's your crash course on Italian culture and local etiquette, the dos, the don'ts, and the beautiful little details that make Italy so Italian. Learn a few Italian words first, things first. You don't have to be fluent, but trying a few words in Italian goes a long way. Buonasera. Good evening. Per. Favor, please. Grazie. Thank you, scusa. Or mi scusi. Excuse me. Sorry, parla. Inglese. Do you speak English? Even if your accent is off, people will respect the effort. It shows that you're not just a tourist, you're a guest trying to connect. Don't order a cappuccino after 11 a.m. This might sound silly, but in Italy, it's serious. Cappuccino is for breakfast. Period. If you order one in the afternoon or after a meal, locals might give you a funny look. Instead, after lunch or dinner, go for an espresso. Small, strong, quick. Like a pro, and don't expect fancy to-go cups. Coffee in Italy is fast and social. You drink it standing at the bar, in 1 or 2 sips. Pasta is not a side dish. Here's something Americans often get wrong. In Italy, pasta is its own. Of course, not a side, not the main dish, just pasta. Meals usually go like this. Antipasto starter, primo, first course, usually pasta or soup. Secondo main course, usually meat or fish. Contorno side dish like salad or vegetables. Then, dessert, coffee, maybe even a little limoncello. Italians eat slow. They don't rush. They enjoy their meals, and you should too. Don't expect everything to be open all day in many parts of Italy, especially small towns. Things slow down. In the afternoon, shops might close for riposo, a break similar to a siesta, usually between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Use that time to relax. Grab a long lunch. Take a walk. Italy isn't built for hustle. It's built for moments. Dress a bit nicer than usual Italians. Take pride in how they present themselves. You don't have to wear designer clothes, but looking neat and put together shows respect. Avoid flip-flops in the city. Skip the gym shorts unless you're actually exercising. Even at the beach, Italians often look like they're in a photo shoot. Blending in helps you feel less like a tourist and more like a part of the flow. Say hello, always in Italy. Greetings matter. Walk into a shop or cafe. Say buongiorno. Pass someone in a hallway. Nod, smile. Say hello. It might feel small, but it's big. Italians value warmth, connection, and a little bit of charm. Tipping culture is different. Here's some good news. Tipping in Italy is not expected like in the U.SDHS at restaurants. It's common to leave a small tip, maybe €1 or 2 if the service was great. Sometimes a coperto cover charge is already added to your bill, which covers bread and service. No need to calculate percentages. Show appreciation if you feel moved to. Things not to do. Let's go over some common tourist mistakes. To avoid, don't touch produce at markets unless invited. Use gloves or ask. Don't eat while walking, especially in churches or historic spots. Italians usually sit to enjoy food. Don't expect ice water. Italians drink room temp or lightly chilled, and they usually buy bottled. Don't try to do it all. Italy is about depth, not speed. And most importantly, don't shout. Don't rush. Italy rewards those who slow down and observe. Soak in the spirit. It isn't just about what you see. It's about how you see it. Watch old friends talk with their hands in the square. Listen to the church bells echo at sunset. Smell the bakery down the street before breakfast. Hear the clink of glasses. As someone says, salute. These are the real souvenirs. The ones you don't pack in your bag but carry in your heart. Italy isn't just a destination. It's an attitude. Be curious. Be kind. Be a little slower. and Italy will open its arms wide for you. If there's one thing everyone agrees on, Italy is food heaven. But it's not just about pizza and pasta. It's about where you eat, how you eat, and the love Italians put into every single dish. Let's go on a journey through Italy's must-try foods and where to find them. Pizza Naples, let's start with the king, pizza, and if you want the real deal, you go to Naples. This is where it all began, the birthplace of pizza margherita. Made with 3 simple ingredients: San Marzano tomatoes, mozzarella di bufala, and fresh basil. Red, white, and green, just like the Italian flag. Order it. From a tiny pizzeria, they'll come out hot, bubbly, slightly charred, and perfect. You eat it with a knife and fork, and you savor every bite. No fancy toppings. No crust dipping. It's just the most flavorful simplicity you've ever tasted. Pasta everywhere. But different, here's the thing about pasta in Italy. It changes with the region. In Rome, try cacio e pepe pasta with pecorino, cheese and black pepper. So simple. So bold. In Bologna, taste tagliatelle al ragù, the real Bolognese. Slow cooked with love. In Sicily, don't miss pasta alla norma, eggplant, tomato, ricotta salata, southern soul. On a plate, in Venice, explore bigoli and salsa, thick spaghetti and an anchovy onion sauce. Loved by locals, every town has its signature. And every plate tells a story. Cheese, a world of its own. Italy doesn't just do cheese, it lives for it. Parmigiano Reggiano from Parma. Aged for years, nutty, salty, incredible, shaved over pasta or eaten on its own. Mozzarella di bufala, creamy and fresh. Especially amazing in caprese salad. Gorgonzola, a bold blue cheese from the north. Pecorino Romano, sheep's milk cheese with a sharp bite. A must-try. Visit local markets or cheese shops. Ask for a tasting. Fall in love with at least one. Wine, everywhere. All the time. Italy's one of the world's greatest wine countries, and it's so affordable. Every region has its star. Chianti from Tuscany. Dry ruby red, pairs perfectly with steak and pasta. Barolo from Piedmont. Rich, complex, best for sipping slowly. Prosecco, Italy's sparkling answer to champagne. Light, fun, perfect for toasts. Nero, d'Avola. Bold red from Sicily. Strong, earthy, unforgettable. Many towns offer wine tastings or vineyard tours. You don't need to be an expert, just open to the experience. And yes, wine is totally normal with lunch. Gelato, not just ice. Cream gelato isn't just dessert, it's a national treasure. Creamier, denser, and more flavorful than ice cream. Made fresh daily, in small batches. Look for signs that say artisanal, which means it's handcrafted. Best flavors? Pistachio. The real one is earthy, nutty, never neon green. Hazelnut nocciola, rich and roasted stracciatella, vanilla with chocolate shavings, lemon tart, and refreshing, especially in the South. And yes, it's totally fine to have gelato every day. You're in Italy, bistecca alla Fiorentina, Florence craving meat? Try bistecca alla Fiorentina, a giant T-bone steak, grilled rare and served with just olive oil, salt, and pepper. You don't ask for sauce, you don't ask for well done. You respect the steak. It's an experience and usually shared. Pair it with Chianti and roasted potatoes. Sit outside on a warm night. You'll never forget it. Street food and snacks, quick bites. Big Flavor Tilly's not all about sit-down meals. Sometimes the best food comes from a counter or a cart. Try these arancini fried rice balls with mozzarella and meat inside. A Sicilian favorite, panzerotti, like mini calzones, stuffed with cheese and tomato. Fried to perfection, porchetta sandwich, slow roasted pork with herbs, served on crusty bread. A Roman classic. Focaccia. Thick, oily, salty bread, often topped with rosemary or onions. Best in Lig. Ora. And don't forget espresso. Fast, bold, and part of everyday life. How to eat like a local. Take your time. Meals are slow and sacred. Don't ask for substitutions. Trust the chef. Eat seasonally. Menus change. It's based on what's fresh. Listen to recommendations. Waiters know what's good. Be open to new things like anchovies or raw fish in coastal towns, and most importantly, enjoy it. Every bite, every sip. Every pause between courses, because Italian food isn't just about flavor, it's about connection to the land, to the people, to the moment. Italy is beautiful, but let's be honest. Traveling here can feel overwhelming at first. The good news? Once you understand how things work, it becomes easy. Actually, it becomes fun. Here's your friendly guide to traveling smart in Italy. With no stress, no guesswork, and no wasted time. Arriving in Italy, airports and entry tips. Most international flights land in Rome FCO, Milan MXP, or Venice VCE. Before you land, remember, you'll need a valid passport. No visa needed for stays under 90 days if you're from the US. Carry a physical copy of your passport and travel insurance just in case. You'll go through customs after baggage claim, but it's usually fast. Taxis from airports have flat rates to city centers. Ask before you ride. Or better yet, take the train or airport shuttle to save money and avoid traffic. Train's the best way to see Italy. Want the best view of Italy? Take the train. Trains are fast, scenic, and affordable, and they connect almost every city. There are two main types: high-speed trains like Frecciarossa or Atello. Super comfy, modern, and fast. Book online in advance for the best price. Regional trains, slower, cheaper. Great for short trips between small towns. Tips for riding. Always validate your ticket before boarding regional trains. Look for the little green or yellow machines on the platform. High-speed tickets don't need validation. They come with a seat and time. Download the Trenitalia or Italo app to check schedules and prices in real time. Travel lights, space for bags can be limited, and trust us. Watching the Italian countryside roll by? Totally worth it. Getting around cities, local transport in big cities like Rome, Florence, and Milan, public transportation is your best friend. You've got buses and trams, cheap and reliable. You can buy tickets at tobacco shops called tabacchi, or vending machines. Metro, subway, Rome, and Milan have excellent metro systems. Fast and easy to use. Taxis, use official ones only. They're white and have a taxi sign. Always ask for the meter to be turned on. Pro tip: avoid renting a car unless you're exploring small towns or the countryside. Driving in big cities can be chaotic, and parking is a nightmare. Language hacks: communicating with locals. Most Italians speak at least some English, especially in tourist areas, but still, try to start conversations in Italian. Even just parla inglese. Do you speak English? Use hand gestures. They're part of the culture, and they help. Carry a translation app like Google Translate, just in case you need to read a sign, menu, or train notice. And don't worry about being perfect. People appreciate your effort more than your accent. Tech tips: staying connected. Wi-Fi is widely available in hotels, restaurants, even some trains. But for full freedom, grab a local SIM card or ESAM when you arrive. Major providers: TIM, Vodafone, Tre. They offer tourist data plans for cheap. You'll want internet access for maps and GPS, booking tickets, translating signs, messaging your Airbnb host, posting dreamy gelato pics, of course. Also bring a European power adapter. Italy uses Type-C and Type-L plugs. Money and payments: Italy mostly runs on euros. Euro credit and debit cards are widely accepted, but always carry a little cash, especially in small towns or markets. Use ATMs attached to banks. They're safer and have better rates than the ones on tourist streets. Tipping is small and optional. Rounding up the bill or leaving a euro or two is plenty. Some places may not split bills. Check before ordering if you're with a group. Booking tips: plan smart, not tight. Here's what we recommend. Book your accommodations and trains in advance, especially in summer. Use apps like Omio for transport, the Fork for restaurant reservations, and Google Maps for reviews. Avoid overpacking your itinerary. Leave room for wandering and surprises. Trust us, the magic happens in the slow moments. Stay flexible. Stay open. Things in Italy don't always run on time. That train might be late. That shop might randomly close for lunch. That alley might lead somewhere unexpected. And that's okay. Italy isn't about control. It's about letting go. Letting the day take you where it wants. Letting your senses guide your plans. So yes, be smart, be aware, be safe, but also be spontaneous. Some of the best memories come from plans that didn't go as planned. Traveling to Italy doesn't have to break the bank. Yes, it can be luxurious, but it can also be surprisingly affordable. If you know the right tricks, here's how to explore Italy on any budget and still live your best life. 1. Stay smart where you sleep. Matters. Accommodation is often your biggest cost, but you have so many options. Hotels in city centers can be expensive. Look for ones slightly outside the tourist zones. They're cheaper and quieter. Airbnbs are great for longer stays. Having a kitchen helps save on meals. Agritourists, most rural farm stays are hidden gems. Affordable and often include home-cooked meals. Hostels are not just for backpackers anymore. Many are clean, modern, and super social. Traveling in a group? Split apartments to cut costs, and always book in advance. The earlier, the cheaper. 2. Eat like a local. Savor. Smilately has incredible food and you don't need a 5-star restaurant to enjoy it. Avoid restaurants with pictures on the menu or staff shouting English menu. Those are tourist traps. Eat where locals eat. Busy cafes, small trattorias, or takeaway pasta shops. Grab panini, pizza al taglio, pizza by the slice, or street food for lunch. Try aperitivo, a pre-diner drink that often comes with free snacks or small plates. It's dinner disguised as happy hour. And remember, water is free from public fountains. You can refill your bottle everywhere. 3. Travel by train. It's cheap and beautiful. Its Italy train system is one of the best value options out there. Book high-speed trains like Frecciarassa or Italo. Early prices rise closer to the date. Use regional trains for short distances. They're cheaper and don't need reservations. Consider a Eurail pass if you're visiting multiple countries or traveling non-stop for weeks. Skip the rental car. Unless you're heading to small towns, parking fees and gas can add up fast. 4. Attractions free. Discounted, or just skipped. You don't have to pay for every museum or guided tours. Many major attractions like the Pantheon or Trevi Fountain are completely free. Cities like Rome offer free museum days, usually the first Sunday of the month. Students under 25 and EU residents get discounts at most cultural sites. Check if you qualify. Consider city passes like the Roma Pass for discounted entry and transit. Also, don't feel pressure to see everything. Sometimes, the best memories come from just walking and watching. 5. Use apps to save. Your phone can be your budget travel buddy. Omio compares train and bus prices. The Fork book restaurants and get discounts up to 50%. Google Maps, check real-time walking distances and food ratings. Skyscanner or Hopper track flight deals. XE currency, check. Current exchange rates, splitwise, great for sharing costs. With friends, being connected equals being in control of your spending. 6. Pack light. Save on flights and stress traveling with just a carry-on. That's more than possible. It's powerful. You avoid baggage fees. You move faster through airports and train stations. You're not dragging a suitcase over cobblestones or up hotel stairs. You spend less on laundry and more time living. Plus, Italians wear simple, stylish basics. You don't need much to blend in. 7. Know where to spend and where to skip. Splurge on the things that matter to you. A once-in-a-lifetime gondola ride. Do it. A Tuscan vineyard lunch. Worth it. A handmade leather bag. Beautiful souvenir. But skip overpriced, guided tours unless it's a truly special place. Fancy hotels if you're barely inside. Dining near major landmarks. Walk a few blocks away and prices drop fast. Currency exchange kiosks. They often charge more. Use ATMs connected to banks. 8. Walk more, it's free and full of wonder. Seriously, Italy is best seen on foot. Wander old towns. Get lost in alleys. Sit in a piazza and people watch for hours. Walking is not just budget-friendly, it's magical. No metro ride will ever compare to the feeling of discovering a tiny bakery tucked in a quiet street, or watching local life unfold on a quiet bridge in Florence. 9. Travel off-season, save big. Breathe easy, summer is great, but it's expensive. Consider spring or autumn. Prices drop, crowds shrink, and the weather stays beautiful. Even winter has its perks. Cozy cities, restive markets, and massive savings on flights and hotels. 10. Let go of perfect focus on the feeling. You don't need to eat in Michelin restaurants, stay in luxury hotels, or do every Instagram activity. Italy isn't about showing off. It's about slowing down. Enjoy a quiet walk through a vineyard. Share a laugh with a stranger at a cafe. Take in a sunset with no rush, no cost, no filter. Those are the moments that stay with you, and guess what? They're free. Italy is a safe country, especially for tourists, but just like any popular destination, there are a few things you should watch out for. Let's walk through how to stay safe, smart, and scam-free while enjoying every minute of your trip. 1. Is Italy safe? Short answer, yes. Italy ranks high on the global safety scale. Violent crime is rare, especially in tourist areas. Police are visible and helpful. Most visits go off without a hitch. That said, it's a country with big crowds, busy cities, and opportunistic scammers. So staying aware is key. 2. Watch your stuff, especially in crowds, the number one issue for travelers. Pickpocketing. It's not violent. It's sneaky. You might not even notice it until later. Here's where it happens most. Public transportation, especially in Rome and Naples, busy metro stations and buses, tourist hotspots like the Colosseum, or Duomo train stations like Termini Rome and Milano Centra. How to protect yourself. Use a crossbody bag that zips shut. Keep your backpack in front in crowded areas. Don't leave your phone on cafe tables. Use a money belt or hidden pouch for passports and big bills. It's simple stuff, but it works. 3. Common tourist scams and how to outsmart them. Let's run through the big ones. The friendship bracelet or free gift tricks someone's smiles, ties a bracelet on your wrist, then demands money. What to do? Say no, grazie, and walk away before they touch you. The fake photo helper, someone offers to take your photo then won't give your phone back unless you tip, or worse, they run. What to do? Ask another tourist instead. Never hand your phone to a stranger. Petition scams. A person, often pretending to be deaf, asks you to sign a petition. While you're distracted, someone else picks your pocket. What to do? Politely refuse and keep walking. Fake rose sellers or street performers. They push flowers or toys into your hand as a gift, then ask for payment. Some may even guilt trip you in front of others. What to do? Don't engage. Avoid eye contact. Keep moving. These scams are more annoying than dangerous, but they can ruin your mood. Stay polite, firm, and aware. For taxi tricks and transport rip-offs, official taxis in Italy are reliable, but scams still happen. Tips to avoid problems: always take taxis from an official taxi stand. Make sure the meter is on, or agree on a flat rate before you ride. Don't accept rides from random drivers who approach you at the airport or train station. Ask locals or hotel staff what typical prices are for common routes. Also, be cautious. With unofficial shuttle services or private drivers, stick to known companies or apps. 5. ATM safety and credit card use when withdrawing cash. Use bank ATMs inside or attached to actual banks, not ones that say currency exchange. Always shield your PIN with your hand. Avoid withdrawing large amounts at once. If your card gets stuck, don't leave. Call the bank immediately. Most shops and restaurants accept cards, but some smaller places are cash only. especially in villages or markets. Always carry a small amount of euros just in case. 6. Solo travelers, you're safe. But stay smart. Italy is a great place to travel alone, especially for women. Locals are friendly. Public places are lively and well lit. Cafes welcome solo diners. Just a few tips. Don't walk alone through dark, empty alleys at night. Trust your gut if something feels off. Leave. Let someone know where you're going, even just texting a friend. Avoid sharing too much personal info with strangers, especially if you're feeling flattered or charmed. Solo doesn't mean unsafe. It just means you're in charge of your own story. 7. Cultural respect. What not to do. You a guest in someone else's home, and Italians appreciate respectful visitors. Avoid these cultural no-nos. Don't touch church, artwork, or climb on ruins. That's a fast way to get kicked out. Don't wear revealing clothes in cathedrals. Cover shoulders and knees. Don't sit or eat on monuments or fountains. It's not allowed. Don't shout in quiet areas, especially residential ones. A little awareness goes a long way. 8. Emergency numbers and what to do. If you ever need help, 112 is the general emergency number. Works for police, fire, ambulance. Most locals and police speak at least basic English. Hotels, hostels, and even shops will help you call if needed. Save the number in your phone just in case, and don't panic. Italy's a helpful place. People will step up if you need them. 9. Final thought. Stay aware. Not afraid. This guide isn't here to scare you. It's here to prepare you. Because when you know what to expect, you relax. When you relax, you connect. When you connect, that's when Italy gives you its magic. So yes, be smart, be aware. But don't let fear block you from experiences. Smile, wander, be open. Italy will take care of the rest. You've got your trip booked. Your itinerary's looking beautiful now. What do you actually pack? Let's walk through a smart, no-stress guide to what you need and what you don't for a smooth, comfortable trip through Italy. 1. Pack. Light. Trust me, you might think you need 5 pairs of shoes and 10 outfits. You don't. In Italy, less is more. Bring clothes you can mix and match. Choose fabrics that breathe: cotton, linen, light denim. Pack for comfort, but also a little style. Italians dress neatly, even casually. And remember, you will walk a lot. Think cobblestone streets, steep steps, train platforms. Rule of thumb: if you might wear it, you won't. If you can't walk in it, don't bring it. 2. What to wear. Seasonal advice: spring and fall, March, May. November, light layers: t-shirts, long sleeves. 1 warm sweater, comfortable jeans or trousers, a light jacket or trench coat, umbrella. Spring can surprise you with rain. Summer, Junogast, breathable clothes, dresses, linen shirts, shorts. Sun hat and sunglasses. Sandals that you can walk in. A swimsuit for the coast or hotel pools, optional. A light scarf or shawl to cover up in churches. Winter, December, February, warm coat. Gloves, beanie, scarf, layered tops, and a sweater. Waterproof shoes or boots. Cozy socks. It gets cold, especially in the north. 3. The most important thing. Shoes. This one's simple. Bring 2 pairs of very comfortable walking shoes, preferably something stylish enough for both day and dinner. Cobblestones. Stairs equals your cute button. Comfortable shoes will betray you. Consider supportive sneakers, comfy loafers, or low boots, sandals. With support if traveling in summer. If you bring new shoes, break them in before the trip. 4. Day bag must have. I'll be out exploring for hours, so carry a small, secure day bag or crossbody with refillable water bottle. Tap water is safe and free. Phone plus portable charger, essential for photos. Maps, bookings, sunglasses, and sunscreen, especially in spring, summer. Foldable tote for groceries, souvenirs, or beach days. Tissues, wet wipes. Some public restrooms don't have paper. Passport copy. Keep the original in your room. Safe. Bonus item: a small travel journal to jot down moments. Trust me, you'll want to remember them. 5. Money. Cards and docs. Bring 2 cards, 1 debit, 1 credit, a small amount of euros in cash, a money belt or neck pouch. For crowded areas, photocopies of your passport, travel insurance. In booking details, a digital backup. Email all your key documents to yourself. Avoid big wallets. You don't need loyalty cards or 15 receipts from back home. Keep it simple, secure, and minimal. 6. Tech essentials. Phone plus charger, portable power bank, universal adapter. Italy uses Type-C or Type-L plugs. Europe standard. Camera optional. Your phone probably does enough. Headphones or earbuds for trains, walks, and chill time. Offline maps, downloaded apps, just in case Wi-Fi is spotty. Download before your trip. Google Maps, Google Translate, Trenitalia, Italo-train apps, the Fork restaurants. WhatsApp for local communication. 7. Toiletries. What to pack? What to skip you? Don't need your entire bathroom. Pack travel sizes of toothbrush and toothpaste, deodorant, razor, moisturizer, or lotion, shampoo, and body wash, though most hotels provide these. Sunscreen and lip balm. Any personal prescriptions? Bring in original packaging. Hair dryers. Most hotels and Airbnbs have them. Makeup. Keep it light. Italy loves natural beauty. 8. What not to bring? Skip these hair tools unless you really need them. Big bottles of shampoo, jewelry, or valuables. You'd be upset to lose. Giant suitcases. Unless you're staying in one place. Too many books? Bring one. Use your phone for more. You're traveling to live the experience, not carry your closet. 9. Suitcase or backpack. Up to you, but here's the breakdown. Rolling suitcase. Great for city-to-city travelers staying in hotels. Backpack. Ideal if you're moving fast, using public transport, or visiting remote towns. Whatever you choose. Make sure you can carry it upstairs or over cobblestone without help. 10. One last thing. Leave room for the unexpected. Leave space in your bag, physically and emotionally. Space for souvenirs. Space for olive oil or hand-painted ceramics. Space for that jacket you just had to have from a tiny shop in Florence. But also, leave space in your plans. Not every day has to be packed. Not every minute needs a photo. Some of the best moments come when you're not looking for them. So pack light, travel ready, and open yourself to Italy's rhythm. Because once you're there, you won't want to carry anything except memories. So here you are, at the edge of your Italian dream. You've imagined the cities. You've tasted the food. You've packed the bag in your mind, maybe even in real life. But now comes the real part, the moment where the planning stops and the living begins. Because Italy, for all its beauty, all its flavor, all its magic, isn't just a place you visit. It's a place that visits you. You might think you're going for the sights, see the Colosseum or Venice or the Tuscan hills, to tick off a list, to take photos, to do Italy. But somewhere along the way, something else will happen. You'll pause longer at sunset. You'll talk to a stranger in broken words and full laughter. You'll fall in love with the sound of church bells echoing through a quiet street, and you'll realize this trip wasn't about seeing everything. It was about feeling something ancient, something human, something real. You'll learn how to wait in line, not with impatience, but with curiosity. You'll find joy in the smallest things, a hot espresso, a passing smile, a warm piece of bread on a breezy day. You'll begin to walk slower, to talk softer, to live fuller. Because in Italy, time doesn't push you forward. It invites you in. You'll stand in front of a painting and feel tears even if you don't know why. You'll stare at ruins and suddenly understand what history really means. You'll sit on a balcony, wine in hand, and feel so deeply alive that it's almost too much. And when that moment hits, you'll get it. You'll finally understand why people keep coming back. Why Italy changes you? Not loudly, not instantly, but gently, deeply, forever. And when the trip is over, you'll carry more than souvenirs. You'll carry stories, flavors, sights and sounds and feelings you can't quite explain. You'll carry the voice of a waiter who made you laugh, the image of a woman riding a bike with flowers in her basket, the way the air smelled after it rained in Florence, the song that played in a little piazza when the lights first came on. You'll carry Italy in your voice, your thoughts, your pace, your heart. So if you're on the fence, if you're wondering if it's worth the money, the flight, the planning, the time, here's your answer: go. Even if it's not perfect. Even if it's not everything you expected, because it will give you something no video, no blog, no guide. Not even this one can fully prepare you for it. It will give you a version of yourself you've been waiting to meet. Italy isn't just a country. It's a feeling. It's that deep exhale, love the soul kind of feeling. The kind that says you're exactly where you're meant to be. And now you're ready to find it. Grad. Thank you for spending this time with me, wherever your Italian journey begins. Know that you won't be going alone, because now a piece of you already belongs there. And when your feet finally touch those ancient streets, Italy will welcome you, like it's been waiting for you all along.